Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we are retackling a topic that can feel overwhelming and frightening. What to do when you receive a notice that you might be facing deportation. It's a situation filled with uncertainty, but remember, the law is not just about punishment, it's also about protection. If you understand it, this is Law, Unwrapped, simplifying the law, empowering your future. Let us break down the 5 essential legal steps you must take right now if you or a loved one are in this position. First, and most importantly, Step 1. Don't ignore the notice. I cannot stress this enough. When a document from immigration authorities arrives, whether it's a notice to appear or something else, it's the start of a formal legal process. Ignoring it won't make it go away. In fact, it will make things much worse. If you don't respond or fail to show up for a hearing, a judge can order you deported in your absence, what's known as an in absentia order. This makes it incredibly difficult to fight your case later on. So, take a deep breath, look at the document carefully, and note any deadlines or court dates. This piece of paper is your first clue to building your defense, not a reason to hide. Acknowledging it is the very first step toward taking control of your situation. Now for Step 2, and it's a game changer, get legal representation. Immigration law is one of the most complex areas of law in the United States. It's a maze of rules, precedents, and procedures that are constantly changing. Trying to navigate this alone is like trying to perform surgery on yourself after watching a few online videos. It's incredibly risky, and the stakes are just too high. An experienced immigration attorney doesn't just fill out forms for you. They understand the system, they know the judges, and they can identify legal arguments you would never find on your own. They can protect you from mistakes that could jeopardize your case, like missing a deadline or saying something that could be used against you. Think of your lawyer as your professional guide and advocate, someone who is 100% on your side, fighting for your right to stay. I know legal fees can be a concern, but many attorneys offer payment plans, and there are nonprofit organizations and legal aid societies that provide low-cost or even free services. Your future is worth this investment. Don't wait. The earlier you get a lawyer involved, the more time they have to build a strong case for you. Once you have a lawyer, you'll move on to Step 3, know your defenses. This is where your attorney's expertise really shines. You might be eligible for a form of relief from deportation that you've never even heard of. For example, have you been in the U.S. for a long time? Do you have a U.S. citizen spouse, parent, or child? You might be eligible for something called cancellation of removal. Are you afraid to return to your home country because you fear persecution? You might have a case for asylum. Have you been a victim of a serious crime here in the U.S. and helped law enforcement? A U.Sa could be an option. There are many potential defenses, each with its own specific and strict requirements. Your attorney will meticulously review every detail of your life, your history, your family ties, your experiences to determine the best possible defense strategy for your unique situation. This isn't a one-size-fits-all process. Understanding your options transforms fear into a plan of action. It gives you a roadmap and, most importantly, it gives you hope. So, be completely open and honest with your lawyer. Every detail matters and could be the key to unlocking the defense that allows you to stay. This brings us to Step 4. Stay organized and show up. The immigration court system runs on paperwork and deadlines. Your cooperation is crucial. Your attorney will likely ask you for a lot of documents: birth certificates, marriage certificates, tax records, medical records, letters of support from friends, family, and employers, anything that proves your ties to the community and your good moral character. It's your job to gather these documents as quickly and completely as possible. Create a dedicated folder or box for everything related to your case. Make copies of everything you give to your lawyer and keep the originals in a safe place. Being organized not only helps your attorney build the strongest case, but also shows the court that you are taking this process seriously. And just as you didn't ignore the initial notice, you must show up for every single court hearing. On time, dressed appropriately. Being present demonstrates your respect for the court and your commitment to your case. Missing a hearing can result in that automatic deportation order we talked about earlier. Your presence is non-negotiable. It's a fundamental part of fighting for your future. Finally, we arrive at Step 5. Appeal or reopen if denied. Hearing a judge deny your case can be devastating. It can feel like the end of the road. But in the U.S. legal system, it often isn't. You have the right to appeal a negative decision. An appeal means you are asking a higher court to review the immigration judge's decision, arguing that the judge made a legal error. There are strict, very short deadlines for filing an appeal, usually 30 days, so you and your attorney must act immediately. Another option might be a motion to reopen. This is different from an appeal. You would file a motion to reopen if new evidence becomes available that wasn't available during your original hearing, or if your circumstances have changed significantly, for example, if you get married to a U.S. citizen after your hearing. Again, these are complex legal actions that absolutely require the skill of an experienced attorney. The key takeaway is this: a denial is not necessarily the final word. There are often more steps you can take, more avenues to explore. Don't give up hope. Discuss these options with your lawyer immediately to understand your next move. So, let's recap the 5 crucial steps. 1. Don't ignore the notice. 2. Get a great immigration lawyer immediately. 3. Work with your lawyer to understand all your potential defenses. 4. Stay organized. Gather your evidence and show up to every hearing. And 5. Know that even if you get a denial, you may have options to appeal or reopen your case. Facing deportation is a serious and stressful journey, but you don't have to walk it alone or in the dark. By taking these proactive, informed steps, you are no longer a passive victim of circumstance. You become an active participant in your own defense. Remember our motto here at Law Unwrapped: the law is not just punishment, it's protection. If you understand it, we're here to help you understand it, to simplify the complex, and to empower your future. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, and consider subscribing to our channel for more content that breaks down the law in a way that everyone can understand. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Stay safe, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next video.